Some new details at noon on the man accused of killing a Gwinnett County police officer. Kevin Andrews faces multiple charges after police say he shot two officers over the weekend. 25-year-old officer Pradeep Tamang died from his injuries.
Atlanta News First Niamani Watson is live for us outside of the Gwinnett County Police headquarters. Niamani.
Yeah, Kevin Andrews appeared in court yesterday. He did not receive a bond. Gwinnett County Police Department also telling us the second officer who was shot is still recovering in the hospital. 35-year-old Kevin Andrews faces multiple charges, including felony murder, 2 counts of aggravated assault on a police officer, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. On Sunday, officers Pradeep Tamang and David Reed were responding to a call about a man using a fake credit card at a Stone Mountain hotel when police say Andrews shot both officers. Officer Reed was taken to the hospital. Officer Tamang died. Today, the police department and community continue to place flowers on a patrol car in his honor.
Everyone who put their lives on risk in order to protect anyone and the community is a hero.
Luis Gonzalez, who's a former volunteer firefighter, says he understands how dangerous and unpredictable being a first responder can be.
Every day, every shift is different. Every call is different. You can't just pass from the very happy call, from one that are very sadness, from another one that make you mad.
Officer Tamang joined the Gwinnett County Police Department in July of 2024 and graduated from the police academy last year in May. Gonzalez says it's important to show Tamang's family that the community is thankful for his service. Now, the police department says they do not have an update on Officer Reed's condition at this time. They also say they will release details about Officer Tamang's funeral once it's finalized. Reporting live in Gwinnett County, I'm Niamani Watson, Atlanta News First.